So guys, I'm in the Madison, Wisconsin, in their city hall. So we're walking around here. So that's their downtown, guys, in Madison. So we're gonna go inside the city hall. So we're inside the city hall in
so yeah, it is warm. It's still close to the season.
Okay.
It technically will probably reopen sometime in the middle of this month.
Okay.
The technical date is after Memorial Day.
Oh,
but
okay.
it will.
Okay.
So as many of you smart people already know, the word rotunda is Latin for round room. That's exactly where we are right now. This Capitol building is 284.4 feet tall. That is measured from the ground floor you were just at all the way to the top of the statue you probably saw coming in from the outside. That statue's name is Wisconsin. She was designed by an artist named Daniel Chester French. He is also responsible for the Lincoln Memorial. In one arm she is holding a globe with a bald eagle on top of it. On her head she is wearing a miner's hat with a badger on top of that. And her other arm is pointing, so to speak, forward, which is the state's motto. She weighs 3 tons. She is seen as one because it faces southeast so that the sun will rise on her face. And coincidentally, she is pointing straight to Washington. This Capitol building is the 11th largest Capitol building in the nation. It's 15 feet taller than Washington, D.C.'s Capitol. It is the largest dome by volume, and it's the largest Capitol building that's entirely covered in granite. That's right, all the white you see coming in from the outside, that is real granite. It's granite from Vermont.
wow.
The mural at the top of the dome is called the Resources of Wisconsin. Even though it seems pretty small from our distance, it is actually big, the same diameter as this banister. Back 100 years ago, when that painting was being made, Wisconsin was not yet known as a dairy farmland like it is today. It was actually called America's breadbasket. So in this mural, Wisconsin is personified as a woman in a red headdress. In one arm, she is holding a golden shield. The other arm, a sheaf of wheat. The women surrounding her represent assets of resources in the state of Wisconsin, which includes tobacco, fish, fruit, and lead. The mosaics you see in this rotunda were designed by an artist named Kenyon Cox of Warren, Ohio. They each took 100,000 pieces of glass and they represent a branch of government here in the state of Wisconsin. Across from you to the left is legislation. He represents the legislative branch, our assembly and senate. Across from you to the right is government, which represents our executive branch, our governor. Above us to your left is justice. She represents the judicial branch, our Supreme Court. And above us to your right is liberty, representing the people, you and me, and the precious right to vote. She's protecting the ancient ballot box. There are 43 different kinds of stone in this building from 8 different states and 6 different countries. The red ribbon below the mosaic, that is marble from Algeria. The green pillars in the rotunda, those are made out of marble from Greece, and the stone in between that marble is limestone from Minnesota. The various kinds of marble you are standing on is from Italy. There are various kinds of marble in the banisters from France. And the black pillars downstairs, that's cyanite from Norway. And last but not least, in each of the galleries, the red pillars are made from red granite from Wapaka, Wisconsin, the state. Much like a history or art museum, each gallery has a display displaying something important to the state. Right by us in the East Gallery is a bust of a man named Robert La Follette. He was the governor of Wisconsin when this building was being built. His nickname was Fighting God because he was a part of the progressive movement both at the state level and at the federal level. He fought against child labor. He fought there has been award ceremonies here and other things for the public like that. When these conferences happen, the governor typically sits in the center right there across from me, and the attorney general sits right there. And then, therefore, the door on the left across from me is the door to the governor's office, and the door across from me to the right is the door to the attorney general's office. This room is one of the fanciest rooms in the Capitol building. One of the reasons why it's super fancy is all the gold you see. All the gold you see in this Capitol building in general is real gold. 22 karat gold, gold leaf. Meaning that even though it's real gold, about 10 sheets of that is the same thickness as a piece of paper. Super, super thin gold. This room has the most of it. This room was designed with the inspiration of the Doge Palace in Venice, Italy, which is why we have some of these Renaissance-esque. They get an hour. There you have an opposing lawyer who speaks for an half hour, defending lawyer who speaks for another half hour, and then the justices go in, down, and out galleries, chambers behind the courtroom and deliberate. Even though each case gets an hour in that room, it can take up to months and months to do. You might be